Peace, 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 and love, love, and light. This is going to be a very powerful message here. Set up the phone. This is a creation that I did in the back, art. So I actually just let you see that. So people can get a good visual. Art is healing, and I'll actually speak on this. So this topic, or everything that I'm going to speak on, has to do with, actually, let me start this and begin this by breathing. So everyone that watches my video, I would like for you to just relax yourself and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. So the breathing just helps us relax, and it brings us to the present moment. Also, when we're breathing, we actually stick our stomach out because our lungs expand. So when we breathe out, we poke our stomach out, then breathe inwardly. Our lungs expand. So if you're gonna know this now, so we're unlearning and relearning, and then we're applying it. And I want to say this to everyone that's gonna see this. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Life is not a race, it's a journey. It's a soul journey. That being said, you're not only healing yourself, you're healing your past life from ancestors to now, and you're creating a blueprint. You're healing a blueprint for your future. And so the topic that I want to speak about today is mental health, mental issues, mental awareness. Not only just for myself as men, for kids, for mothers, for women, for everyone. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to speak for myself, and I'm just going to let you guys know, like, it doesn't matter your age. Some people are coming into what we call an awakening to their own darkness or their own darkest traumas, childhood traumas that they've ignored up to this moment. So I'm letting you know now, look, I love you. I appreciate you. Keep going. You are not in this by yourself or alone. Alone, to me, I just add another L. We're all one in this. We're all connected in this. And so, I don't know, I literally just got out the shower, and man, when I say I don't know why, I was just crying. It's like I can hear the silent cries of the people that are not actually speaking, or they are in what we call hermit mode, or just with themselves. And it's like I'm envisioning this like little girl or little boy in a huge mansion or huge house, empty house, in a dark corner, just cuddled. And it's like they don't know what to do. And not only this house is not just a house, but it's in their mind. They don't know what to do with themselves. I'm here to let you know now, like, look, forgiveness. And the Spirit wants me to speak on those that were abused physically, mentally, verbally, what else? Molested at a young age. I see you. I'll speak for myself. I was touched at a young age by women. That right there opened up something as for a man or masculine within myself to pretty much live this life or journey as if sex or everything external was okay to accept. And it was leading me down a path of so much disappointment and unfulfillment because I was looking outside of myself. And I thought I was just the only one. And so I would meet people or attract people, that young women that have been molested or touched or forced upon at a younger age. And the percentages, it's not even about the percentages. It's about how people day to day are not even speaking, or there are people, there are families, there are fucking families that have accepted this into their norm. And this has been passed down for generations on, this happening to kids. And you have maybe from a father to a child, or from an uncle or a cousin. And it's just the norm. I'm here to tell you it's not. You no longer have to be a victim to that. For some, I know it's like, okay, it leads some to prostitution or giving their body away. I'm here to let you know, women and men, you are sacred. And what I mean sacred is that you no longer have to give yourself freely, knowing that everything is within you. You are sacred. Your womb, your penis, your staff, everything about you is sacred. And see, I know it doesn't seem like we know this, or we're aware of this, but now you do. And I'm here to let you know, like, look, I see you. I truly do see you. And it's a daily struggle for a lot of women and men. Some women, and Spirit is telling me, like, some women have had children out of this. Some women had to go through aborting or, fighting that, and had to live with that the rest of their lives, or up to this moment. And they don't know how to cope with it. Some people that do go through that moment, they see sex as an outlet, or they see material things, or to get this type of exchange sexually with someone. And I'm here to tell you, it's a spiritual warfare, because during those moments, you never know what someone is going through, and then that exchange happened. And I'm learning with myself, being that I had to heal through these things, wondering why I'm just out here in my past would be with this woman, and just unconsciously connecting with these people and doing things. And I wasn't mentally at peace. I wasn't at peace with myself. So I wasn't just hurting myself. I was hurting the women. It was trickling down, hurting them, until I got the awareness of, when does a cycle stop? And so those that are in that mental cage, you can come out. You can free yourself. You can love on yourself now. Man, someone needs to hear your story. Someone needs to speak. Someone needs to know this, because people look externally at your physical appearance, not knowing what you're going through inwardly. Like, for some women or men don't even want to do anything anymore with anyone, because that's a trusting. They don't know that your womb is sacred. Traumas, for those that don't know spiritually, traumas are carried in your womb. Like, certain things are carried, and it's so deep. And that's why you see a lot of people returning to, spiritual practices where they're cleansing themselves, doing spiritual baths, healing themselves, and that clears energy. That the forgiveness of the person that happened to you with, or it happened to, however it happened or unfolded. A lot of people are not at that point where they can speak about it. I'm here to let you know, like, look, I know and I feel you. I love you and I appreciate you. To the mothers, to the women, to everyone. You are not the only one. And the physical abuse, the mental abuse, I myself had to grow up in a home where I saw my mother abused, and I thought that was okay. I accepted that. But deep down, it hurt me to see someone else get hurt. But then as I gradually got into other relationships, certain relationships didn't play out that way. But the trauma or the traumatic experience would replay in my mind like a movie. And so then I would get in certain relationships to where it reminded me of what I've experienced in childhood with my mother and another man. and certain things were triggering that I did not realize that was a part of my own darkness. And then it would trigger me. It would trigger this anger and this rage. Then that anger and rage would would turn into violence. Then I found myself in jail. I found myself harming those that I said that I loved the most. And now I'm like, you have the power to change that narrative. You have the power to change that freaking narrative. Spirit is telling you, and I had to tell myself, it's like, when does it stop? I had to go to those women. I had to apologize. I had to forgive myself. I had to apologize to them. I had to experience, I had to see my mother go through those things. Then I had to realize, like, yo, that's not okay. Love is not pain. And that's what we're unlearning now. We're seeing that all the things that we've learned that's not true. That's not genuine love. That's not unconditional love. We grew up in homes which we have to take self-accountability for. We grew up in homes that were mentally unstable, physically unstable, rooted in abandonment issues. I made the choice to accept what I've experienced, my own darkness, so no one could use that against me. I had to accept that within myself, upon my own, do my own inner work, shadow work, or face my own shadow. And then use my gift, use my hands to heal and not harm. Who cares who's going to be the judge? We're all going through something. Let him that has no sin cast the first stone. But I'm here to tell you now, it's you that are chosen or selected to change the cycle and no longer go through the loop. And, you know, just that experience with and what I grew up with, I had to make that choice to realize that, to choose a life with peace, with harmony and love, genuine love, learning to love myself, because we grew up some of us know what it is to grow up in those dark moments. And then now we're being faced with it when this whole phase and this whole, you know, thing that's going on with life, to where people have to force to see themselves and have to, you know, no longer have a job. All these things are happening as the Most High wanted to happen, so we can go inwardly and face ourselves. So we no longer have to project our experiences and what we've experienced to others. And so that's why it's important to go within self and ask for help if you need it. Is why I'm here, and I'm doing the best I can. I'm here, and I know that I must liberate the hearts, the minds, the soul, the body, not only within myself, but for everyone. And so for those that are in need of help or assistance, go sit with yourself. There's many things to help with struggling with mental disorders or some type of illness. You know, journaling, creating art, doing something creative. But first you must go inwardly. Meditation, you know, and see, the focus on the world that we're creating is about our well-being, the well-being of ourselves and others, the creativity. Because if we take care of our well-being spiritually and mentally and physically, then we'll be able to create from a space from love, instead of from a place that has to feel like it's coming from a voided place or a place that's not fulfilling, knowing that you are already whole. And so well-being, creativity, and nurturing. We grew up in homes that wasn't nurturing. You know, I love myself. I love loving myself. I would express to my nephew, I'm like, you know, and even our kids are going through their own spiritual battle. It's not just us. We must learn how to look in the mirror and accept what we see, not physically, but inwardly. Because everyone is a mirror of what we're experiencing. And so we're unlearning the ways of what we've been taught by others, rather than what the Most High or the kingdom of heaven or all these beautiful and magical things within us. So we're learning to go inwardly, to sit with our emotions. I'm here to tell you, those that are going through, you know, whatever mentally, I'm here to let you know, like, it's okay to express your emotions. The word emote means action, emotion. To emote means to in action, a motion of something. It's like emotions are just like the currency. You know, the water comes and then it goes. So allow our emotions. We have to allow ourselves to feel it. So here's something I like to say, I challenge you to do. You know what I'm saying? Go sit with yourself and just breathe. Sit with those thoughts, sit with those experiences in your childhood, and sit with it. And whatever you feel, just feel whatever rage, anger, fire, whatever emotion comes up, feel it to the depths. And then breathe. Then, surrender to that emotion. And however you want to release it, whether you write it out, saying that, I forgive myself or I honor my emotions, I release this experience with this person, and then you burn it and then release it. Or you can find other outlets like speaking to someone about it. No rush, just, go sit with yourself with it, and then go sit with someone and just be like, you know what, I just want to get this out. I don't need a response. I just want you to, because a lot of us right now, we just need someone to either listen to what we have to share. Everyone here wants to feel acknowledgement and acceptance, but that first has to start within you. We all then come from homes like that. And I'm here to share with you a lot of what we're going through mentally, in our bodies and minds, spiritually, and in our lives, is that we have to accept that our mother and fathers had the tools. They only had the tools that they can use to love us. What we have to realize, like, what position were they in before we came to be? What did they experience? Did their mother show them genuine love or unconditional love? Did they really receive love and unconditional love from their mother and father? And then we have to continue to go back generation and generations, the traumas that have passed on and followed our people. And what I mean by our people, we all are one. Different shades, but we're one in the spirit. But what I mean by our people, I express this genuinely and gracefully to those that when you see me, what do you see? Do you see an angry man? Do you see, why are you intimidated by me? And so a lot of what men that look like me, some may say, I don't care for the titles, but some may say Black, African American, or indigenous, or native to this land. I'm a native to this land, so I was here. So my ancestors was here, so forth, or around the world. But what I'm saying is we have to, mentally, it's a struggle for some of us that look like me, because what we see on TV, and not only that is what we experience in daily lives, where most people are intimidated by our size, by our stature, our voices, by who we are. So I would say this to the brothers that look like me, or whatever it is, your size, I don't care. You are worthy for this experience. You are appreciated. You are valued. You are loved. You are creative. Use your imagination. Do not let this world or anything in this world turn you cold, because people are going to talk about you regardless. But you decide whether you want to leave this world in shame or glory. And at this moment, that ends. That cycle ends to see our brothers or sisters leaving this world in shame. Now we leave in glory, celebratory. And so this is to those that now we have to talk about this. You sit across on a table with other people, and learn, like, why is their behavior so consistent, or why are they the way, why is it like that psychologically? We have to realize, like, psychologically what we have been seeing through time programming, what we saw younger, it gets so much deeper. It's a psychological warfare. This is why I create what I create. I want to see myself in a light that is pure love. When you see melanated or dark kids, that for kids to see their this image of being beautiful, this artwork right here, when you seeing women, this is representing, matter of fact, we're in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You know, a lot of these things is that to celebrate the life or the beauty, not just outwardly, but inwardly, a different shades of who we are. And so now is the moment now for us to express. We have to mentally get ourselves together and realize that through those dark moments of what we've experienced is something greater. We are our own light in the darkness. You are the light at the end of the tunnel. So that being said, you have to go to those dark moments of what you've experienced, whoever you are, and realize that in those dark moments, when you get someone offer you, let's see here, I had a box, but anyway, I'll just use my hands. If someone gives you a box, it's a present, it's a gift, right? This is what the Most High is doing. You have a gift. You have gifts. And I don't just mean athletically. I don't just mean just sports and what we've been taught. It's about creativity. You have gifts that are beyond what anyone has told you. Who are you before the world told you to be? You have gifts that has been given to you. So someone gives you a gift. It's the Most High is giving you a gift for you specifically. And so when you open it, remember, no one knows what's inside. It's dark. So you have to be the one to go there and open that gift and then be able to look inside. It's not about, oh, I want to choose this one or this one. No, all of them are for you. There's so much more. For those that will see this, there's so much more that the source or the Most High, the Creator, wants to reveal to you. So that when you learn about this and see what you've experienced, there are others that have experienced what you've experienced. There are people that's on the street right now that wish, some of them want money, but some of them just want someone to listen to it, be acknowledged. And then they have gifts. I met millionaires that live on the street now. There are people that's going through stuff now. And some of them cannot come out of that mental cage. No longer today, no longer will you be a caged bird. Because some of you have, the door is open and you are the bird. And you're deciding, when do I go out of this cage? The door has already been open. So channel and go to those dark moments of what you've experienced and realize that someone wants to listen. Someone needs to hear what you have to share. Someone. Here I am, a little dark boy. That's a dragon eye, you know. They're like, what? What is all that? Man, look, I love imagination is power. If I want to be a superhero one day, if I want to get a bed sheet and put it on my back, I'm going to do that and go fly down. Oh, he's crazy. You know what? They're going to talk about you. Be the one that changes the narrative now. If I can be a superhero, I can be anything. That's the inner child within me. And see, a lot of us now, that's what's happening. We're returning to the essence of who we truly are. The very thing we were taught to be afraid of, like monsters and be afraid of the dark and be afraid of these things. People are caged here. Their mind is open, but their heart is closed. Or their mind is closed off, but their heart is open to love. You have to align it. And so, for those that have experienced things, I'm here to let you know, look, it's you you're looking for. If you need help, if you need some type of guidance, there's someone that is awaiting on your journey. And even those people that will come upon your journey, it's still you that you got to pour into. Now is the moment. We've been pouring into so many other people and encouraging them, pouring into them. There's no need for any more explanation. We don't owe anyone nothing here or have to explain anything. You have to do what's best for you and pour into yourself. Some of us have been pouring from a dry cup, an empty cup. Now it's time to fill yourself till your cup is overflowing. Then you go pour into others. But don't ever forget about yourself, because we still are one, but life is truly a balance. You have to do everything to stay neutral. So cry if you have to. If you got to yell, if you got to let it out sometimes, if you have to go sit on a mountaintop, Even if you have to go in a bathroom, no one has to know. No one knows what it is for you to go through what you're going through right now. For some of you, I'll let you know this. You are that caterpillar that's been inching along in life. You've been like this. How can I do this? You've been like this your whole life. So now what? Then you find your way. You're elevating. You find your way to this tree, you know, and then you begin to rest. You begin to sit with yourself. And then there's this cocoon that forms. Then this cocoon forms. In that cocoon, there's only one caterpillar. There's only you. Then you have to sit with your own darkness. A caterpillar and a butterfly, before it becomes a butterfly, it goes through its phases of life. It goes through different phases. In that darkness, no one knows. No one knows what is unfolding, unraveling, metaphysically, that is happening in that cocoon, but you. Meaning that whatever your connection is to Source, the Most High, Buddha, whomever it is, whatever your connection to, you in that connection only knows what you've experienced in that dark, in those deep dark moments, in those dark phases. So then when you come out and then you begin to crack open, then you begin to, you know, slowly come out of the cocoon. And notice, I like to express this to people. When you're coming out of that cocoon, if a butterfly at any chance begins to, it's like rushes out and then falls from that place, its wings will break. Then it can no longer fly. It would never had a chance. I'm here to let you know, whatever you're experiencing, what you're going through, it's happening for your greatest good. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. Okay? Life is happening for you. You're like, what? This guy's crazy. Yes, it is. This is why I'm here. This is why we're here. This is why those are going to show up. And now is your moment to elevate. So in that process, Spirit is like, look, I sit others down to rise up others. That doesn't mean they're higher or lower than you. No, I sit them down because it's something that you need to see here in your own darkness. And then you also need to see them. I like this. You also need to see them in that light because it's an aspect of yourself. You're seeing yourself. I need you to sit here so you can know, like, it's no reason for you to be envious, jealous, or carry these lower vibrations, or to feel like, you know, this person is doing better. Everyone here has the same equal playing field, no matter how much money. Do not worry if you're chasing something. Remember, why would you chase something that's running from you? Find yourself. So this is what's happening. Spirit is sitting people down to really face their darkness, their own demons, and then to see their angels, to realize, like, okay, look, this is your darkness, but this is your light. So you have to see this, but you also have to be here, be patient. A tree comes from something so small, but yet, for those, I'm letting you know now, you never heard a tree grow. So in your darkest moments, you never heard a tree grow. So you're planting seeds in your dark moments. So it may seem like you're at your lowest when really you're seeing yourself at your highest. You're seeing those who really are a reflection of you. So you're going through something, but don't forget about the importance of forgiveness. When you're here in these dark moments, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what you feel like you did not know, but do not carry shame or regret. Forgive yourself. Open your heart. Release all the burdens. In this moment, I release all burdens from the past. And so when this happens, you have to see yourself. And so then when you go in those dark moments and you're seeing that, okay, I had to experience this. Some may feel unworthy, but look, trust, you're going to get through it. You got to visualize seeing yourself through it. Visualize seeing yourself getting through whatever your circumstances is. So in this cocoon stage, when the butterfly allows itself to go through these dark moments or these phases, it then begins to open up. And so then it doesn't rush to just fly off. It actually, it's finding its wings. It's like, okay, oh shit, found it. Okay, it's go time now. Notice when a butterfly comes out, then it takes its first flight. Its flight is not in one specific direction. When you see a butterfly, it knows you see it. It knows that it's miraculous, it's beautiful, it's divine, it's something you really cannot put into words. But it has no direction. It's not seeking any direction. It just shows itself gracefully, beautiful, like I want you to see me now. It's not boasting, but it's confident. I want you to see my wings. I want you to realize, like, look, you too can be here. But it's not for everyone to be there. Some of us are just a guiding light. Some people will accept being stuck where they are, and there's nothing we can do about it. But that doesn't mean that you cannot change who you are and get out of that place where you actually feel like you're stuck. You're not stuck. You just haven't accepted that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and then allowing and then surrendering to whatever you're experiencing. Surrendering to the emotion, surrendering to the moment, breathing. And so when you get to that butterfly, you're not concerned. The butterfly isn't concerned how people view it or see it or its opinions. It's free. It knows it's free. How many people get close to a butterfly? Very few. And it's not just even about it's getting close. It's just like, if it allows itself to come to you, it will allow itself for you to see it. So those that are, you're experiencing something. And this is not to validate like what has happened to you. This is to reassure you that, look, there are others. You go from victim to victor. And it's your choice to walk in victory now. I choose to walk in victory because I know what I've experienced, and I can only speak what I've experienced, but I also want to shed light on the darkness that people want to hide. But it's just like anything else. How long? If not now, when? When are you going to live? When are you going to feel liberated? That's what a butterfly does. It knows it's liberated. It doesn't look for any acceptance because it's accepted its own darkness as a cocoon and being in a cocoon. It accepted itself. It died the old past. It died as a caterpillar. So you have to decide, when are you going to spiritually die from the past, let go or release the old baggage, and then liberate yourself as a butterfly. Because that's people that are patiently waiting for you. So just know that, man, I am truly grateful to share these words with you. The world needs more love and empowerment. And we see you, to the mothers, to the fathers, to the children. It's important that we do what we need to do to remain balanced and love and to heal ourselves, because it's when we heal, again, our children heal, our families heal, our tribe heals. When we heal, it heals. When I heal and I choose to do my healing, I choose to, I had to learn to sit with myself and release that codependency, having to feel like I got to depend on others for things. No, Spirit is putting people. Spirit is forcing you into these places because it's going to show you these things. Spirit is trying to sit you down to show you, like, I have something greater for you. And even if it's for you, it's for everyone. We have gifts to share with the world. So those that are going through, look, this is about mental awareness. To my brothers and sisters, I love you. Continue to thrive. Continue to let your light shine. Remove yourself from those, or Spirit will show you. You're going to keep taking you through these circumstances or these cycles to where you're like, man, why does this keep happening to me? Because Spirit is trying to remove you, remove people. We're in this season of, we just had the fall equinox, or, what they call autumn. Okay, I'm going to give you this analogy because it's so beautiful. You not only are the seed, but you are a part of something way bigger, the tree of life. You are your own seed, but also if you have children, they are seeds. So you are this tree. Those that are, remember, you are this tree. Mentally, I want you to visualize you being a tree. Or matter of fact, I'm going to give you the seed first. You are the seed in the darkness. Remember, the seed grows in the darkness. In the darkness. Then it gradually sprouts up into something that's way more bigger than anyone else could imagine. But remember that as this seed that is happening, know that we're all connected, because it's the roots that grow first. It's the roots that sprout out from that seed. Know that you have to return to your roots. Remember, the seed is in the darkness, so you have to return to your darkness. Everyone wants to see the beauty of the tree and the fruit that comes from the tree. But what about the roots? We are returning to the roots of who we are. So that's why it can seem like, all this is going on in my mind or in my body. But are you accepting the feelings, and then have you looked and accepted the darkness within yourself? Have you acknowledged it? Have you released it? So when that tree sprouts up, and then from that tree, what type of fruit are you bearing? Is it good fruit? Is it fruit that someone else can heal from or receive and learn from? Or is it something that is truly, when you're around people or when others are around you, it's like you have that one bad fruit or rotten fruit spoils everything around it. So you have to decide, what are you going to be? What type of fruit are you going to bear? Are you a tree of good fruit, or are you a tree that wants to destroy everything around it? And that goes like, this is, look, man, I'm glad I had to release this. So just know that everyone can see your tree, see who you are in the light. But it's your darkness that is also judged as well. So this is my fruit to you. This is my knowledge. Knowledge is infinite. And so now we're not giving up. The healers are the powers that be now. We are the powers that be, the healers. We are in command now. And so I'm here to let you know it's okay to heal. It's okay to face yourself. Have those uncomfortable conversations. You don't have to have them face to face with people. Like I said, there's other ways. If you're going through something, you can write it down. You can release it and then move forward with your life, so you can be able to share it with others. If you have the courage to speak to someone, let them know how you feel. Whether it be a mother, father, spouse, we have to have those uncomfortable conversations, because that's that energy that has been sitting there dormant for years or forever for some. And it's okay to write a letter to someone. It's okay to verbally say it, if you have the courage to say it face to face, or call them. Sometimes you have to let people know how you feel. Go hug someone today. Go love on yourself today. So those that are going through something, look, remember that we got this. We will get through this. I love you. I appreciate you. Peace, love, light. Remember, in darkness, to accept your darkness, because you are the light, the yin and the yang. And, namaste, ashe, shalom. Continue to shine your light, shine bright.